guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unbagging is a Cult Beauty goodie bag. It's the latest one for December 2022. This is the Beauty Treasures goodie bag. So this is worth over £120, so not super value, it's more of a little mini gift with purchase. And you had to spend £85 in order to get this gift. So in this video I'm going to tell you what I bought, why I bought it, a little bit of my thoughts on the products I bought. Then we are going to unbag this entire thing. We're going to try some products out, talk about what they are, what they do, what size they are, how much they're worth, and yeah. Let's see where we go. So what did I buy? First of all, I got this supersized product and it's the Medicate Press and Glow Eco Deluxe size. So this is like a collab they did with Cult Beauty. You can kind of see that on the front here. This is a 500ml or 16.9 fluid ounce size. Now, usually this would be a 200ml. That's the kind of standard size of this and it would cost £28. However, they had this one on sale and I still got the goodie bag for £27.30 or something random, something around the £27 mark. So if this is still available and you like this product, there has never been a better time to buy it because it costs less than the 200ml version, but you're getting 500ml of products. So this came to my attention because I bought the little tiny travel size one, which is about half full. I just wanted to give it a try. I've been looking at it for ages, didn't really need one of these types of products. I had others, but I really wanted to try it. Anyway, glad I did, love it. And look at the size difference. This is literally 10 times as big, the one I got here. I think it was about £9 for this travel one. So it's a daily exfoliating PHA tonic with enzyme activator. It's basically a gentle exfoliator, toner type product. So I will use this morning and night. I will cleanse, I will dry my face, and I'll just sweep this on with a cotton pad and carry on with the rest of my routine. But I really like it. It's gentle enough that it's not like irritating or sensitizing my skin, but it's got enough kind of good ingredients in there that it's almost adding a little bit of moisture at the same time as doing that really gentle exfoliation. So if you're after a product like this is one of the better ones I've tried. I really like it. I also bought the It Cosmetics CC cream. So this is the kind of really well known, probably one of the most, if not the most famous, sort of tinted moisturizer CC creams. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while, have a CC cream that I know and love, and this is nowhere near as good, to be honest, but I didn't know that until I got it. So I've got lots and lots of thoughts about this product. I'm actually thinking I'm going to do a lot of review videos, particularly now that Advent season is over, although I do have another Advent calendar to unbox, so I have bought one in the sale. That's coming soon. But once those kind of unboxings and stuff are out the way, I want to do more review videos. I try out a lot of products and you guys like to hear my thoughts, so I want to do more kind of in-depth reviews. And I do plan to review this because I've got lots of thoughts on it. It's very different from my favourite CC cream, the Arborian one. Video here if you've not seen it. This, I liked the fact I could get it in a travel size. So it was $14.50 and that's for a 12ml or 0.406 US fluid ounce. So to try it out, brilliant size. It's SPF 50. I just found it very unforgiving. So I followed all the directions and applied it as they suggested it. I've tried applying it with my fingers, with a brush, with a beauty blender, with and without adding water to said beauty blender, and no matter what I do, it just doesn't perform as well as my current CC cream, the Arborian one. So I don't love it. I find it very unforgiving in the sense that when I put it on, it seems to cling to any slight bit of dryness, and I don't even have dry skin, I'm oily combo, but the slightest anything and it just grabs a hold of it and it does not look good. It has got maybe a little bit more coverage than the CC creams I'm used to, which I guess is a plus. But because of that, the formulation of it, it's just really not forgiving. Unless you've got perfect skin, I find this kind of clings to everything and it just doesn't leave a nice finish on the skin. It also smells awful, and I've read that in other reviews, because at first you smell it and you think, is this off? It's that sort of off-putting, the smell, which isn't very nice. So yeah, I mean, I also wonder if I should have got a slightly darker shade. I got it in the shade Fair, but I'm thinking light might have been better, but it's kind of hard to tell online anyway. So I'm glad I tried it. I always fancied trying it, but I wouldn't really recommend it. But like I said, I am thinking of doing a review of that. I've got lots of things to review, and I'm thinking of doing that because I think it's an interesting product, but like I said, I think there's better versions. The final thing I bought before we get into the gift itself is this palette, and look how dirty that is. It literally came like a day ago and already it's filthy, and I've only touched the box a couple of times. So this is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette Eye and Cheek Essential. Now I've got the Glam Eye palette and the eyeshadows in this are slightly different. Again, look at how kind of filthy it is, even though I've wiped it. very, very reflective. So this is the one that's got some eye shades and some cheek shades. So if I open it up, this is what it looks like. You've got your 5 eye shades here. We will do swatches in a second. And then this lifts up, which I think is a nice touch because it protects the blush and the highlights so they're not kind of getting mixed up with your eyeshadows and everything's going everywhere. And like I said, this is in the light variation. They do a dark, I think possibly called deep version, which is the other version of this, which I think is on sale actually. Unfortunately, this wasn't on sale and it was about £55, but I'd seen other people using it and I really liked it. That is just a cover over the mirror that is a mirror under there. So in terms of the shades, we're going to swatch them, but I also wanted to tell you I have got this makeup on today because I thought that would be kind of useful, and this is what I've got on as well. The CC cream is what I've got on today too. So today on my face I have got the cheek colour. I didn't think this was very pigmented. I had to go back in with my brush no less than 6 times to get any kind of colour payoff, so I wasn't actually that happy with it. I like the fact that it's natural looking, but it's sort of so natural it's like not showing up. I haven't got the highlighter on because it was a day look, I was going to work and I thought highlighter was overkill. On my eyes, I have got the transition shade all over my eyelids, and then the one that's called Crease, because they don't have names, they're literally just called Crease, and outer corner, inner corner, smoke, etc. I've got that as just like a little bit of an accent colour, and then I've kind of blended it together. I haven't used any of the other shades today. I have used them on other days, very, very metallic, so again, you know, pick your moments. But we are going to swatch everything and have a look what that looks like. So this first one here is the highlighter. It's called Star Glow. Then we've got this, which is called Cream Blush, even though they're all powder products and it's not cream, it's called Cream Blush. Then we've got the inner corner, which is a kind of glittery shade. Not too much fallout with this one. Transition here, which is a very, very matte shade. Crease, also a very, very matte shade. Then we have got outer corner, which is this one here. Lots and lots of fallout with this shade, unfortunately. And then smoke here, which again is very, very matte. So again, that's the blush, that's the highlight, and these are all of the colours we talked about. Like I said, this one, not too much fallout. This one, lots and lots of fallout. And these 3 are matte shades. They do blend quite well together and you could use them day or night. I'd need to play around with them for a bit longer to form more of an opinion on these, I think. Okay. Now to the fun part, the gift itself. So it comes in one of these black, kind of polyester type bags. They're not super fancy, they're just really basic, but actually I've used these for travel. They hold up pretty well, they're kind of white clean. I don't actually know if you can buy these individually. You possibly can. They don't say Cult Beauty or anything on, they just literally got like a fabric bit of a zip. They have got a little inner pocket as well, which is super handy too. So I like the fact that it came in a bag. Didn't expect it, wasn't like listed as being in a bag, but yeah, nice little touch. So let's start looking at all of the products in the goodie bag. There's a little bit of everything in here. So starting off with a product from Biossance. This is a Squalane and BHA pore minimizing toner, facial toner. This is visibly tightens large pores, 20ml, 0.68 fluid ounce, and this is plant-derived squalane. This is actually quite similar to the Medik8 product I bought. It performs in a similar way. I've used it in a very similar way, using it after cleansing with that little cleansing pad just to give yourself that bit of extra kind of brightness and that little bit of extra kind of exfoliation. Plus I find that my serums and things go on better after I've used a product like this. This is a really nice version actually of this type of product. It's a good one, I would recommend it. So I'm happy it's in here. I've got this in a full size and I would actually recommend it. This is a sample size. It's worth £4 based on the kind of price per mil. So a full size would be 120ml and £24. So like I said, worth about £4 this one. Then we've got a little moisturiser from Paula's Choice, and this is the water infusing electrolyte moisturiser. It says it's got potassium and magnesium, and it's for all skin types, replenishes vital hydration and nutrients, extra light, recharge tired skin, weightless whip texture, 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. So this is obviously your moisturisation step. It says use once or twice a day, apply a small amount to face and neck for daytime, always follow with a sunscreen, which is always the case. It looks like it's got some nice ingredients in here. It's got glycerin in there. It's got some nice kind of fruit acids and things, so it will probably will make your skin glow a little bit. It's also got coffee seed extract, niacinamide, all that good stuff. So it sounds very promising. This is also a travel size, so a nice size, 15ml, half a fluid ounce. You actually buy it in this size, which for me makes it feel much more valuable than when it's just like a sample. And this is worth £14. Like I said, it's a travel size. A full size would be 50ml and £35. It's a kind of mid-range moisturisation price, not super expensive, but also not super affordable either. But Paula's Choice do make some really nice products. I've never personally used that one, but I'm intrigued too because it sounds good. I like the sound of the ingredients and things, so I'm really happy it's in there and I'll get the chance to use it. Next up, and a shampoo we have seen an awful lot in gift with purchase and goodie bag type things recently. It's by Way, and this is the Detox Shampoo for all hair types, 30ml, 1 fluid ounce. So this has got apple cider vinegar, which is a product, apple cider vinegar, or an ingredient rather, that I love to use on my scalp, particularly this time of year when it's kind of cold and your scalp can get a bit more kind of itchy, maybe even a bit flaky. This kind of just really helps with that. But at the same time, it detoxifies. So if you're somebody who uses a lot of dry shampoo or a lot of product on your hair, this will kind of clean the scalp. And obviously clean, happy, balanced scalp, your hair should look better. So it is a nice one. I try not to use it too much because although they say it doesn't strip your colour, and I don't think it completely does, it also over time I think does potentially wear it down quicker than other shampoos. So I don't think it's stripping the colour as such, like there are some shampoos that you would use it and the colour would be stripped off straight away, but if you do colour your hair, I wouldn't use it too often because I do feel like over time, like it wears it down quicker than other shampoos. But still a really good one, and 30ml is a bit of a funny size. It is a sample size, but it's actually quite a lot of product. It would be enough to last you a 2-week holiday, I would say, anyway, depending on how often you wash your hair. This is only worth £2.40, so quite a low value. A full size would be £24 and 300ml, and it's also available in travel size for £10, which is like the 89ml size. So it is a sample, but it is quite a good shampoo. And if you've never used it and you do have that kind of scalp buildup, or use a lot of products, or you just want to give your scalp a bit of a spa day, then, you know, give it a try. Next up, and funnily enough, it's something I was thinking of buying, and then I saw it was in the gift and I was like, I actually don't need to buy that now. So these are by Zit Sticker. Funny name for a brand. Wonder if you can guess what they do. Yes, they are all about blemishes and breakouts and all that kind of stuff. Now these are like spot dots, but way more than your average spot dot. So Zit Sticker make a couple of different products, and amongst them they make the spot dots. So they have the kind of standard ones that are very similar to all the other ones on the market, that's just like a flat circle, usually clear, that you put onto your blemish, and it kind of protects it from other things getting to it, and like it also has, I think it's hypocellulose or something. It does something to kind of draw out the impurities in the blemish. But what the other ones do, the standard ones that you get and the other type that Zit Sticker do, is they only really work on blemishes that have got like a head on it. Apologies if you're squeamish, but I'm trying to explain this so you understand what these do that's different. These ones are for deeper blemishes. So if you get those like particularly hormonal breakouts, I certainly get hormonal breakouts, that's when my breakouts tend to come, and I'll get like a big lump on my skin and it won't have a head on it, it won't even look like a spot as such, it's just a big bump, and it can be sore and there's nothing you can do with it. Enter these, and I've used these before and I used them recently and thought I need to get some more of them, so like hence why I'm excited they're in here. So these are actually quite pricey. So there's 4 patches, or whatever you want to call it, dots in here, and these actually retail at £15 for just 4 of them, and you can get a full size pack, which is 8 of them, for £27. So in terms of spot dots, they are the most expensive. So it's kind of a 2-step process. So in here, and we'll open them up so I can kind of show you what I mean, there are the little spot dot things themselves, there's also instructions and things like that, and there's also a little cleaning swab. There's 4 of them in here, but you get a little cleaning swab like this, which has got salicylic acid, tea tree oil, vitamin E in there, and that is just to kind of clean the area. So obviously you would take your makeup off, cleanse your face, dry your face, and then I wouldn't go in with anything else, I'd just follow the directions. So it tells you to clean the area using the little swab. Then you would apply the patch and leave on for at least 2 hours. I tend to leave it on like overnight, like at least 8 hours. Now what this does, and this is amazing, I will insert a picture because I don't want to waste one of these dots because they are pricey. But when you actually look at one of these, and they look exactly like the picture because I literally used one last night, they have almost like little mini needles on them. They're not needles, they're actually the type of product, whatever the ingredient is, that's being pushed into your skin. But it's been devised in such a way that when you apply your spot dot and you press it in, you can actually feel the slightest little bit of, it's not like puncturing your skin obviously, but you can feel almost the teensiest little poke. And what it's doing is, they say to put it on and press it for like 10 seconds, and you can feel those ingredients physically, you can feel them being pushed into your skin. It's the weirdest thing, but they seem very effective, and overnight they do seem to kind of flatten them. They don't get rid of them completely, but compared to literally any other products I've tried, these do the best job of like actually making a difference and reducing them. So it says each killer covers, protects and improves the appearance of your next unwelcome visitor, as in zit, with minimal effort and exceptional speed. How though? The transparent patch is layered with 24 self-dissolving micro darts that flood your early stage zit within 2 hours of application, flattening its angry appearance at the source. They say you can apply makeup and stuff over it. Personally, I guess you can, it's clear, but then, I don't know, I don't think it looks quite right, not when I've done it anyway. But they're all individually wrapped like this, so they're super kind of clean and individually sanitized. Kind of individually sanitary, if you know what I mean, compared to like when you get those ones and they've got like just a big huge strip and you keep getting them out and they keep being exposed to air. These are definitely more effective, like I said, if you are somebody who ever gets those type of zits. Now it might be that you get this and this is never something you're going to use. I'm sure you'll know somebody who will appreciate it, but these really are something else. They are brilliant. Then we've got travel size from Omorovskaya. It is the Deep Cleansing Mask. It's 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. And this is a clay mask, and it smells like that kind of, I don't know, it smells like clay. I don't know how else to describe it. It smells like clay. But like I said, this is a travel size. It is good. I've used this before. It's a really nice clay mask in that it really feels like it's deep cleansing the skin, but at the same time it doesn't dry it, which is the danger with a clay mask. So it does actually work really well. This retails between £25 and £27 depending on the retailer, and a full size is much more, it's like 50 something pounds I think. So really, really nice product. And like I said, it does more than just deep cleanse the skin. It makes it feel soft and supple and hydrated, strangely enough. So it's a really nice one. Then we have got a cleanser from Tata Harper. This is a regenerating cleanser. It's half of a fluid ounce, 15ml. Now, I've never had that much luck with Tata Harper. I remember using one of the cleansers years ago and just thinking, yeah, but it was a long time ago and I don't even know which of the cleansers it was. So I will give it another go and see if maybe I was in a bad mood that day or something, because people love this. Really expensive brand, people really like it and they spend a lot of money on it, and I think I'm obviously missing out, aren't I? I say really expensive. 50ml is £38, which is quite a lot for a cleanser. This size is only a sample, but it's worth £11.40. And again, 15ml, you should get at least a week or so's use to see how this works for you. But let me know if you've tried this. Then we've got this fun little product, which looks quite interesting. It's by Mega Babe, and it's the Space Bar Detoxifying Charcoal Underarm Bar. 99 grams, 3.5 fluid ounce. So this is a full size worth £6.50. It tells me it's powered by activated charcoal, a natural powder that draws toxins, dirt, oil and microparticles to the surface of the skin, ready to be rinsed away. It's got glycolic acid to help refine the surface of your skin, sloughing away dead skin cells, clarifying tea tree oil, brightening vitamin C and bacteria banishing sodium chloride into the mix, and you've got a recipe for happy pits. That's what the brands say, but I will say I have used charcoal based underarm products and I do find they make your underarms a bit glowy, which is more of a summer thing than a winter thing admittedly, and with those other ingredients it should definitely do that as well. But I do find it just seems to give your underarms a really nice deep clean, more so than you would get with your average product. So I'm happy to have this, although it's in soap form, and I always find soap hard work because it goes slimy and things after a while. But I've never used this exact one, so we will give it a try. Then we have got a product from Philip Kingsley. This is the Bond Builder Restructuring Treatment. So this is kind of Philip Kingsley's answer to Olaplex and stuff like that. And another video I'm planning, I want to pit this against the Coco and Eve Bond Restructuring Treatment and Olaplex to see which one's the best. I have thoughts already, but I'll save that for the video and we'll try them all out. But this is a sample size, 40ml, 1.35 fluid ounce. Love to have these products because they are so much more than just a moisturising treatment or a deep conditioning treatment. And I have found, because I'm somebody who colours my hair quite a lot and it's quite fine and fragile, I benefit more from like bond restructuring than I do deep hydration type products, because I find these actually make the difference. Generally with a product like this, if your hair isn't damaged, as in if you never colour it, never heat style it, and it's just not got any damage, then you're probably not going to notice the difference. This is for somebody whose hair breaks because you treat it badly or you do a lot of things to your hair and therefore it doesn't like it too much, if you know what I mean. if you've not got damaged hair, if you're one of these people who's got gorgeous natural hair, probably don't need it and you probably not notice the difference. But for the rest of us, there are products like this to hopefully come and save the day. This is worth £7.46 price per mil. A full size would be £28 and 150 ml, just to kind of give you an idea, but a nice size, you'll get a good few uses out of this one. Next up, a product from a newish brand to Cult Beauty. It's called Heirloom London. This is a sandalwood and grapefruit hand and body wash. It's made in England with Brazilian miru butter. It is 50ml, 1.69 fluid ounce. It's also vegan, sustainably sourced, recyclable, recycled materials, all that jazz. This stuff smells amazing. So this is about my third one. We've had them in a lot of goodie bags recently. I think that's where I got them all. And I think they're all Cult Beauty ones, but now I'm wondering if I've had one from Liberty too. I don't know. It is a sulfate-free shower gel, which I really appreciate because sulfates, certainly for me, irritates the skin, strips the skin. So this has got some nice ingredients in it. A lot of the ingredients are coconut based. It's obviously got some fragrance in there as well, which is where the scent's coming from, which smells amazing. And it's got glycerin and stuff in, and like I said, sandalwood and grapefruit, which is a gorgeous combination, by the way. I wouldn't say it's overly masculine or feminine. It's more of a really nice unisex scent. It's quite distinctive and quite lovely. Now, like I said, this is a travel size, and in this size, which I don't think is particularly big, it's £10. Now, a full size is £34 for 500ml, which is obviously much better value. But this is definitely a nice way to try it. Let me know if you smelt this and what you think of the scent. Next up, a little bit of makeup. We've got a product from NARS. This is the bronzing powder. It's the Laguna bronzing powder, and yeah, it's lovely. I really like this. So this is their kind of bronzy shade that if you're going to get a sample, it's probably going to be of this bronzer, if it's a bronzer sampler. Anyway, it's super teeny tiny. It doesn't even have a mirror. That's just literally like a little cover there on top. They could not give you a smaller sample, but I do like this product. So it's 1.2 gram or 0.04 ounce. It has got a slight shimmer to it, which for people that don't like a shimmer in their bronzer, tends to be the only issue people raise with this product is the shimmer. So here is a swatch of it. You can probably see it's got the slightest little bit of shimmer in there. For me, I find it a really nice kind of colour, and I don't mind this subtle bit of shimmer, but I know not everybody's into that. Price per mil, it's worth £4.65. Like I said, it is only a sample size, and a full size would be an 8 gram, £31 version. They also do a travel size, which is 3.3 gram for £17. So I'm not the world's biggest bronzer user, but if I was going to use a bronzer, I would be happy to use this one. I also find they make really nice eyeshadows. Next up, makeup wise, we have got a little mascara from Milk Makeup, and this is the Rise mascara. Now, I've had this a lot. This is another one that seems to have shown up in a lot of the goodie bags and things recently. So I have got one open to show you, and this is what the wand looks like. It's got this kind of curved wand, which I find really good for like gripping and lifting the lashes. Nice enough mascara. Would I repurchase it? No, I don't like it that much, but it's okay. It's 3 gram or 0.10 ounce, so it is a sample size rather than a full size or a travel size or something. It's worth £7.20 price per mil. A full size would be 10 mil, £24, or you could get a travel size for £13, which would be like a 4 gram size. Nice enough, just not my favourite. It is a black mascara. It's not like clumpy or doesn't have any obvious issues, but it's just not my favourite kind of brush or formulation. It's nice enough. Then we've got a hair care product from Nature Lab Tokyo, which is another brand that's shown up a lot over the years anyway, or at least in the last year, in a lot of these goodie bags and stuff. This one is the Perfect Repair Treatment Mask. It's colour safe, 1 fluid ounce, 30 ml. It is a bamboo and keratin fortified deep conditioning treatment for smoother, stronger hair. Again, nice enough. I will use it, but I don't remember thinking this is amazing, I must repurchase. And that's how I can tell how much I like something, is if I care enough to like purchase it. So that is what it looks like. Smells pretty nice. It smells like a fancy hair salon. It's got that kind of scent to it. Pretty inexpensive brand and pretty good for the price in terms of the quality from what I remember, but nothing too spectacular. So price per mil for this 30 ml, it's worth £2.55, and a full size would be £17, and that would be for a 200 ml one, if you know what I mean. So enough for a couple of uses and see if you like it anyway. Finally, a little serum from Cordially, and this is the Vino Perfect Radiance Serum 10 ml, 0.3 fluid ounce. So this is kind of like the Radiance Serum from the past. Like, it's been around for quite a long time, And actually I was surprised how much it had gone up in price, but then isn't everything going up in price? This is a nice kind of gentle serum that does add radiance to the skin. Again, it's one I've used and I've kind of liked, but there's other products that I prefer, so I don't buy it anymore, but I have purchased it in the past and it's a pretty good quality product, so it definitely adds that bit of radiance to the skin. So this is the sample size, which is 10ml, but it is actually a third of a full size. So a full size would be £48 for 30ml, and the last time I bought it was about £30, so it's definitely gone up. But the 10ml size is worth about £16 price per ml. So that was the goodie bag. Now, what do I think? There were 13 items. I like the fact that you only had to spend £85. I'm saying only, that sounds, it's not an insignificant amount of money, but compared to some of the goodie bags that are like 150, you have to spend 150, 250 pounds, whatever, this is a bit more affordable. It's not the best, it's okay. There's some interesting products in here I'm either excited to use or have used before. Like I said, not my favourite goodie bag, but pretty good. And in case you're wondering, I did buy everything in the video myself. Depends what you're looking for. Like I always say, what I like you might not like and vice versa. So let me know if you got the goodie bag. It did sell out really quick. There is now another offer on the Cult Beauty website, as seems to be the way at the moment. I'll link underneath if you want to know about that offer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.